Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and we are live again on a Sunday evening now, trying to do more of the Pokopia Celebration event. That's a current event ongoing on Pokemon Go. It goes on until Monday at 8 PM local time, so wherever you are, 8 PM on Monday is when the event will finish, and that's your final chance to get Shiny Ditto during this event. And we'll talk about the Ditto disguises, what we can disguise as, in just a moment as well. Well, let's start catching some of these spawns and seeing what transforms out of Ditto out of these. Just a normal Marill on that occasion. Evening, Alan, how are you? Thanks so much for joining, mate. Drillbur is a Drillbur on this occasion. We need to keep spinning some of these Pokestops. Now, we have got our Pokemon Go Plus today with us. I do, you're right. So our Pokemon Go Plus device is going to be spinning the stops for us. So we don't have to focus on spinning the stops too much. Now, we have got 3 research tasks in at the moment, and all 3 of those are winner raid, and we'll talk about what you can get from those in just a moment. But we will be trying to find some level 3 raids to do. Another Pikachu. Hopefully we'll start to see a few Dittos spawning from these. It'll be awesome to see the transformation of a Ditto and it be shiny. Normally we quick catch on these events, but I am just letting the catch to go through a couple of these, hoping to get a shiny one. And we are going to use Spatial Rend as well on Palkia. That might be a good one to use during this event, just to get a few further out wild spawns. And let's use Spatial Rend for the next half an hour. Can always increase that afterwards. Hey Jonathan, how are you? Spearow. Using some of these berries up as well. Yeah, I'm good, thanks Jonathan. How was everybody's community day yesterday, the Score Bunny community day? Of course, I was live on Twitch yesterday. Hey Cam Man, how are you? Did anybody get any shinies? Did anybody get any hundos of Score Bunny yesterday? Let me know in the comments. Managed to get 1 hundo, I think, during the com day. Hey Coldest Kid. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you? Good, good, good. So a couple of those have transformed into Ditto there. Let's see if this Squirtle does as well. And then we'll just double check what hundos we've got from the community today. If you watch my results video, you should have seen that we've only got 1. Oh! We've managed to get a hundo Pikachu and a hundo Spearow. That was that Spearow we just caught. That is awesome. So we managed to get a hundo Spearow just. That was literally just there. I'm sure it was. No way. So we just got a hundo Spearow. Awesome. I don't know if I needed a hundo Spearow or not. Don't know if I've ever had a Hundo Spearow before. Let's just double check. 4-star and Spearow. And no, that's the first one we've had. And we've never had its evolutionary form as well, so that is awesome. Started the live stream with a Hundo, that's nice. Nice little Hundo there. But yeah, as you saw, we only had one Hundo Score Bunny yesterday, which is what I was checking my Hundos for. Got a Hundo Pikachu and a Hundo Spearow now. I'll jump in if you do any 5-star raids. Awesome. Okay, Alan, I'll bear that in mind. Zacian is currently on 5-star raids. So Zacian is a legendary at the moment. And it's in its normal form, not the sword form. But of course, you can transform it into a sword form if you have got enough of the energy needed. Now, the annoying thing about this event with all the Dittos is that the disguises for Dittos are generally the Kanto starters, Pikachu, also the likes of Cypher, Sudowoodo, Timber, Drillbur, and many, many more, but some very difficult catches as well. So we've got annoying ones like the Kanto starters and Pikachu, which just don't seem to stay in first ball. They never seem to do, so you're spending a lot of Pokeballs trying to catch these Pokemon during this event. And of course, with Score Bunny Community Day yesterday, a lot of people spent a lot of Pokeballs on that as well. So I would suspect that quite a few of us are running low on Pokeballs today, hence why I've brought the Pokemon Go Plus Plus out, spinning those stops while we walk around catching. So hopefully that will keep us topped up on Pokeballs today. Like I say, it will be awesome if we can see the Shiny Ditto transformation. That is what we're after. Oh, is it going to be blue? No, that would have been too cool. Just to call it like that would have been amazing. But no, no Shiny on this occasion. Now, of course, you can get the Ditto with a background as well in the wild. It is a really, really cool Pokopia event background. And of course, Pokopia, the brand new game on the Switch. A back-to-back Ditto. Can this one be blue? No, but it has got the yellow hat. That's the one we want. If we want a shiny, that is the one we want. The yellow hat version. So there's two different costumes of Ditto, as you saw there. The blue hat one and the yellow hat one. And as you saw just with that yellow hat, it has got that background as well. So really, really nice to get a shiny with the background. And even better if we can get that yellow hat, because we've already got the blue hat one. We'll show you that in just a moment. But we are hunting for that yellow hat Shiny Ditto. And the Pokemon's fled. Still stole a berry from me before it fled like. That's always nice. Are you alright? So some more Ditto potentially around here. Are you alright? So we've got Marill, which could be a Ditto. Let's just catch him before we go too far. So the other raids I'll be looking for today, as well as Zacian on level 5 raids. We've also got Shadow level 5 raids, which is Latias. So for anybody wanting a Shadow Latias, that is on 5-star Shadow raids. And we've also got 3-star raids that I'll be keeping a lookout for. And those can be Dragonite, Lapras and Snorlax. And you have a chance of having the Pokopia Celebration background on all those 3 as well. So that is awesome. How many acquaintances are you walking about? Yeah, so there's quite a few people around here who know me. It's just one of the things of being born and bred in the same place, I suppose. Born and raised in the same place. Everybody seems to know you. So this is of course our buddy Pokemon, our best buddy now, Yveltal, and it's transformed into Zorua, but unfortunately not a shiny. But that is also being featured during this event. Sick shiny Yveltal. Yeah, we just managed to get best buddy as well just before we went live. Managed to finish that off. And it will probably be the next one that we use a gold bottle cap on. Timber, also a potential Ditto disguise. Not on this occasion. So we'll have a quick look round for the raids in just a second as well, and just see if there's a certain direction we'll be walking in. So there's a 5-star, there's a couple of 2-stars, a couple of 3-stars should I say, 2 stars. A lot of people watching won't even know or won't even seen a 2-star raid. Those were definitely things of the past. We used to have 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star and 5-star raids. We've now just gone to 1, 3, 5 and then potentially 6 with the primals. I suppose 4s are still about with the likes of the megas. But yeah, 2's got binned off a while ago. Hitmonchan, not a Ditto on this occasion. It can be a Ditto. Surprisingly, Hitmonchan is probably the most weird disguise of this event, because you don't normally see that many about, even during this event. I haven't seen many Hitmonchans, but it can disguise as a Ditto. Sudowoodo, shiny boosted during this event and a Ditto disguise. So let's just catch him and see. We've also got a Pikachu there as well, which might be hiding a blue Ditto. It isn't a Ditto at all. That's annoying. So 4-star wise, like we said, we got a Hundo Score Bunny yesterday. A Hundo Pikachu, which will be a really cool Hundo to have for when the Mega Raichu comes out. And we've also got the Hundo Spearow, which is a brand new Hundo for us. We've never had the Hundo Fearow. You can see it there in the Pokedex needing to be filled. So we'll definitely be evolving that Hundo Spearow in just a moment to fill that Pokedex entry in. It is definitely, I'm not hunting for it massively, but I'm definitely trying to fill the Hundo Dex. Another Yellow Hat Ditto. I think it would be virtually everybody's dream to have a Hundo Dex. Be a very cool brag. But again, very, very difficult, especially with the legendaries. You see my new background spray thingy? I don't think I have, no. That flower thing. Oh, you mean on the Pokedex, on the Pokemon storage? Yeah, so there is going to be an update coming out where there'll be a little symbol on your Pokemon storage on the bottom right hand corner, and it'll symbolise whether the Pokemon's got a background or if it's a location background. So that's going to be really cool. So the same way the shiny Pokemon in your storage have those little stars in the top left, in the bottom right it will be a little icon to indicate whether it's got a background or a location background. So that's actually a pretty cool thing, because it's always difficult to know which one's which and if it's got a background until you click on it or do a background search. So it's nice to have those little sort of symbols there on your Pokemon storage to try and find those out easier. But yeah, that's going to be a nice little update. And I think it's rolling out pretty soon. I think it's on the next update that they're going to be bringing that out. I tag mine if they've got a background. Yeah, it's sometimes a lot easier. You can just do a search for special background. Special background brings up the AI generated background, so like the Pokopia generated background. Location background brings up all the location ones, and then background brings them both up, so both location and special. So yeah, there's quite a few different search terms you can use. Not many people know. There's quite a few obscure ones. One obscure one that probably a few people don't know is that you can type in 0 defense, 0 attack and 0 HP, and this will bring up all your Nundo Pokemon, so every Pokemon that's got 0 on each one of those stats. Now the thing with this search term is, you'll be forgiven to think that you could type in 14 attack, let's say, and it will bring up all the ones with 14 attack. It actually only works on increments of 5. So 0 attack means 0, 1 attack means 5 attack, 2 attack means 10 attack, and 3 attack means full attack, so 15 attack. So it only works on increments of 5. So we'll just test that out now. So if you type in 2 attack, it will come up with all the Pokemon which have got like 10 attack, or let's say, I think. Or maybe it's ones that have got more than 1 star attack. Let's type in 1 attack. What does that come up with? So right, yeah, 1 attack comes up with everything that's got 5 attack, or more than 0, in between 1 and 5. 2 attack comes up with any Pokemon in between the 5 and 10 range, so hence this has got 7 attack. And then 3 attack comes up with anything more than that, so that's anything 10 to 15. And then I'm guessing 4 attack is anything that's got full attack. So let's just go 4 attack, and this should come up with anything that's got full attack, yeah. So there is a search term you can use in there if you want to write it out to try and work out what best a silver bottle cap, because you can search up those that are only missing 1 stat. Don't quite know what the weather's doing now. It seems to be hailing just. Bit of a hail shower then, but it seems to be going away, but I'm not too sure. The clouds do seem a little bit dark. Trust me to go live when it's absolutely going to chuck it down. I did try and check the weather beforehand and it said it was going to be clear. But knowing my luck, that means it's going to throw it down. Or thunder, or something. It does look very, very dark clouds above me. That's worrying. But I don't mind dancing in the rain if I get a shiny Ditto. Shiny with a background, yellow hat, that's all I'm after. Not too much to ask for, surely. Yeah, it is hailing now, which is ideal for playing Pokemon Go with a wet phone screen. It's a blue hat, not a blue Ditto. It's not what I ordered. Let's get that timber before we go too far. Again, another potential Ditto disguise. Not a Ditto on this occasion. Now that spatial rend is working well. Jonathan just said you'll be deleting. Tell me something I don't know, lol. Will you delete any hundos if you got a shiny Ditto? I'm not going to sign up to that bet again. Didn't end well for me last time. I would say, I don't know. I would say it's a safe bet to sign up to, but I daren't put my money where my mouth is. Because going off last time, I had to delete hundos. And knowing you, you'll choose. This is a Combi which does my head in. A female Combi, the only one of these. That's right, I have 14 shinies Combis. 0 of them are female. Every single one of them are male, so I can't evolve any of them. So annoying. So annoying. Trust me to get 14 of the one you can't evolve and 0 of the one you can evolve. That's just my luck. Combi does not like me. The female one doesn't anyway. I'm going to blame Jonathan for this rain. It's absolutely chucking it down now. I think Jonathan's ordered this rain directly to my location. No, the females don't like me, no. Definitely not. Charmander, come on, be a Ditto. Same in Doncaster. Yeah. It is rubbish weather. It is so rubbish at weather. Trust me to go live when it starts absolutely chucking it down. There was a little bit of sun and I thought, oh, now's a good time to go for a shiny hunt. I'll live stream it and I'll go for a shiny hunt, try and get a Ditto. That'll be awesome. How wrong I was. How very, very wrong of me to assume that it was going to stay dry for my entire walk. Are you Lancashire way? No, I'm sort of below Manchester, Midlands. But I think the UK is pretty much the same everywhere you go. Just a lot of rain at the moment. We have glimpses of sun and we think the spring has started, and then next minute, rain. It just gives us that little bit of taster of summer every now and again. Spring, summer. Every now and again we get a little bit of break in the rain and you think, oh, today's going to be a nice day. Did that message just not go through? I can even neither confirm nor deny these serious allegations. I did get it come up. The internet's been a little bit dodgy where I am at the moment. Shiny Yveltal. Pikachu. Tiny Pikachu. Now, in all this event that I've been playing, whenever I've encountered a tiny Pikachu, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, it doesn't transform into a Ditto. So when you have size variations, from my experience, when you have an extra large or an extra small, of the peak of the potential Ditto disguises, it's definitely not a Ditto. I haven't seen an extra large or extra small that's transformed into a Ditto as of yet. If anybody knows any different, let me know in the comments. But my understanding is, as soon as you see an extra large or extra small, it's not going to be a Ditto. That's my understanding. I may be wrong, but that's going off my experience during this event so far. What would be awesome as well is if we get a 4-star Ditto. That would be amazing. If we happen to come across a 4-star Ditto, would be super, super cool. I swear I remember ordering internet with that rain. Yeah, probably. That's typical nowadays. Don't expect an order to go through without any problems. Always tends to be problems with my orders. Right, well, scan for raids again. We have a, let's have a look. We only have a mega raid egg down here. Nothing of any good. So, I can see a break in the rain. So I'm going to go back up the road, find a little there. It is actually hailing now. So welcome to Danzo Biggins weather channel. I'm just giving you constant weather updates now for the last 5 minutes. Trust me to come out in this weather. Is Surui even here? Surui was like, I wanted to go live on YouTube yesterday when I went live on TikTok. Surui wrote on the Discord group saying, why aren't you going live on YouTube? So I was like, I'll go live on YouTube tomorrow. Because I know how upset Surui is that I'm on TikTok and he hasn't got it. So now I've gone live on YouTube, he isn't even here. I think Surui might have ordered this rain. It might not be Jonathan, it might be Surui who's ordered this rain. .501 Dynamax Pikachu, nowhere near the hundo. 536 for the hundo. So nowhere near the hundo on that occasion. Of course they ain't. Combi. We did get a Ditto then with yellow background. Don't know if it was that Combi, it could have been that Combi. It was either that Combi or the Squirtle. Combi by the looks of it. I'm going to suggest we put our daily adventure incense on as well. Because that may bring a few more Ditto encounters out. First encounter off the insets is not a Ditto. Two-kilometre egg. We have a Tadbulb, no shiny. 501 on the Tadbulb. Let's delete him. Put another 2-kilometre egg on. Tends to be the only thing I'm hatching at the moment, 2-kilometre eggs. It is one of the level up challenges. We've got 100 eggs to hatch, defeat a Team Go Rocket leader 30 times, and obtain 50 lucky Pokemon in trades. You have to trade some of these Dittos with somebody, try and get some lucky costume Dittos, that would be cool. See what I mean? Starter Pokemon. They are just the bane of my life during this event. They do... What is happening? He's not moving and it won't let me hit him. See, what was the point there? I wasted like 5 Pokeballs on a stupid Squirtle which I'm going to bin. Just for it not to transform into a Ditto. I mean, come on. And now Pikachu's being annoying. This tends to be the theme of this event, is that everything breaks out the Pokeball. And then you get, when you do catch it, you get a disappointing face, not a Ditto. There you go, it's not a Ditto again. Yeah, they are definitely annoying catches, 100%. Probably the best catches this event are Drillbur, Marill and Timber, possibly. Gumi's not too bad either. So those seem to be like the better catches. Cypher's annoying. The starter Pokemon from the Kanto region, so Squirtle, Bulbasaur, Charmander, they're all annoying. And then Pikachu is just as annoying as those. So yeah, you can spend a lot of Pokeballs playing this event. And annoyingly, not a guaranteed catch. 204 CP Squirtle with an Ultra Ball and a Raspberry, and he still didn't catch. And now my storage is full. Let's clear out them. Gumi. A little bit better with Gumi. $18.20 on the Cypher. I mean, Cypher, stay still. Come on. Pick a side, Cypher. That was definitely not going to be a Ditto. Ditto don't move that much. I wish there was a way of knowing if it was a Ditto when you clicked on it by its movement, or even if you had like little Ditto eyes instead of a normal eyes. That tends to be what it is on every other series or anything. Obviously Pokopia as well, you have like little Ditto eyes on your character. Why can't we implement that on Pokemon Go? It'd be so much easier to know if it's a Ditto or not. The Great Flea event part 2, yes, could well be. I do need to do these rockets. I perhaps do need to do these rockets. Have we got a rocket radar? How far are we away? We have 3 mystery components. I perhaps need to do some more rockets, don't I? I have a rocket balloon that's just flying around like, come on, battle me. Oh, it's Kiki as well. Come on. Can we get a shiny Ditto? Shiny Ditto? Can we get a shiny Ghastly is what I was going to say, but it's not even Ghastly. It's Yamask. I wonder if I'll ever bring out Shadow Ditto. I wonder if that's ever going to be a thing, because imagine doing a Rocket Leader and then the encounter Pokemon transforms into a Ditto. So you can end up with a Shadow Ditto, or even a Shadow Shiny Ditto. That'd be pretty cool. Gengar back, looking amazing as a Shadow as always. It's pretty much what Gengar was built for, isn't it? It lives in people's shadows, so why not make it a Shadow Pokemon? So of course, all Rocket Grunts can be Shiny Shadows. Can we get a Shiny Shadow Yamask? No is the answer to that. We get a normal 189 CP Yamask, which I don't know is any good or not. Let's have a look. And it's a 0-star, so absolutely terrible. Next we'll do a next Rocket, coiled and ready to strike, which is going to be Poison, I think. So we have an Oddish. Attack incoming. How quick is Oddish to attack? That is crazy. Let's switch into Kyurem. Root being grass, it's going to be super effective. Ice against grass. But White Kyurem, if you're ever wondering what to put in your Rocket battling team, White Kyurem is a really, really good one for any Rocket battles. As you can see here with Nidorino, it absolutely pulverizes it, even though it's not super effective. It's just got one of those moves which seems to do a lot of damage, even though it isn't super effective. It's just a beast to have in any Rocket team. So another mystery component. We're one away from building another radar and ticking another one off that list. Was it 100 or was it 50 Rocket Leaders we've got to do? Let's just quick catch that Oddish. Hopefully it caught. It did. 274. Ooh, not a bad Oddish actually. 96 Shadow Oddish. That would actually go to a hundo if we purified it, but I don't think we will. I think we're okay for hundo Oddish. Yeah, we've got hundo Gloom and we've got hundo Vileplume. So yeah, we should be okay for a hundo Oddish, but that is a very, very nice 96 Shadow Oddish. And we have Oriakoro on the daily. Need to keep moving for his daily incense. So don't forget as well, if you are new to the channel, make sure to like this live stream, hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on. We will be live again tomorrow for Max Monday, as well as the final day of the Pokopia Celebration event. So this event that we're doing right here. So we'll be doing both the Max Monday and the Pokopia Celebration on that live stream tomorrow around 6 PM UK time. So about this time tomorrow evening, we'll be doing that live stream. So keep an eye out for that on my channel. See what spawns are down here. There we go. Seems like a microphone went off all of a sudden. I don't know why. We seem to be back on. Maybe it's water getting in to the microphone port, maybe. But we do seem to be. So I know we've had a few signal issues down there, so we're just going to go back up here and do a little cut through next to that Shellos. But let's get Spatial Rend back on again with our Palkia. And it doesn't actually cost that much. You get 10 minutes worth for every 5 candy you use of Spatial Rend. So we're going to put another 20 minutes on. And after 20 minutes we'll see how bad the weather is, to see if we can carry on for a few more moments afterwards. Now let's see what raids are about. We have got a Dragonite raid which we will be doing. So if anybody does want a Dragonite raid, let me know. There is a 5-star raid. I know Zacian was on Alan's list. That's coming up in 6 minutes. Whether we can get to it or not, we'll have to see. Where is that Zacian raid? We'll bear that in mind in just a moment, Alan. We'll keep an eye out for it. Oh, it's right up there, Alan. We might not be able to get to that one. But if there's another one out and about, we will be heading to it. But if we don't manage to do any today, Alan, make sure to tune in tomorrow. We'll be heading to any Zacians that we see tomorrow. It started hailing again. Not very nice on your hands when it starts hailing directly on your hands. If for some reason my microphone keeps on playing up, it may be down to the rain. Yeah, I can always do tomorrow. So yeah, I'm just gonna, sounds torrential, yeah it is, to be honest. I've just taken the microphone out because for some reason the microphone keeps playing up. Maybe it's because the phone's getting a little bit wet and it's sort of like protecting the charging port, maybe. Yeah, now I can hear the drink weather. Oh, Shiny Ditto. No. But it has got a background, so that's pretty cool. No Ditto with a Sudowoodo. Both of those down there can be Ditto, so let's get hold of both of those before we go too far. Goomy and Timber. Goomy being a little bit annoying, and there's also a Marill there as well. Let's get him. None of them are Timber, unfortunately. Say Oriakoro again. Oriakoro. Is that not how you say it? This is what Jonathan does, he picks up on those little details of how I say Pokemon. I'm just going to go around not calling them by the name eventually, because of how much Jonathan picks up on it. So I'm just going to go, here's this green thing with knives with its arms and flying. Yeah. That's that. Here's a punching guy. Let's see if he's a Ditto. That's all I'm just going to do from now on, just so Jonathan can't pick up on how I say Pokemon's names. So there's a punching guy. There's a little mole type thing, a muscly mole holding a stick. We'll catch him and see if he's a Ditto. No, he's not. There's another moley stick carrying guy, or a labourer. I will find a way. Jonathan always finds a way. Here's a blue electric space hopper. Space hopper style mouse. For anybody who doesn't know what a space hopper is, make sure to go Google it. Maybe showing my age a little bit there. Here's another mole. Yeah, I'm not falling for it, Jonathan. Jonathan's just picking on me now. Yeah, just that black and white Olay bird. Oh, Ditto. Ah, still really want to see a shiny transformation. That'd be so cool. I don't mind which hat's it gone on. Yes, I'd want a yellow one, but I'm not going to be fussy with that. Let's see if we can get a shiny Ditto transformation on the live stream. That'd be super cool. Timber can be a Ditto. No, it's not on this occasion. So I will be doing the Dragonite raid in just a second. So does anybody want to do the Dragonite raid in the comments? Let me know. If I haven't yet got you added on the game, do just let me know and I'll put my trainer code up on the screen and we'll do the Dragonite together. But if not, I'm more than happy to just solo it. We are working on 3 research tasks of win 3 raids, which gives us more encounters of all the Pokemon which can be on level 3 raids: Dragonite, Snorlax and Lapras. So we don't know what those encounters are going to be from those research, it's just going to be one of those 3. Alan says he's going to jump in. Awesome, I will send you an invite. I think you need to sacrifice a hundo for a shiny, seemed to work last time. Hopefully I don't have to do that every time. So I don't know if anyone else is experiencing this as well. I think everybody is at the moment. In a raid, you don't know if you've got multiple players in a lobby, and also the timer disappears. So if you're in the raid, Alan, I will ready up. But at the moment I can't see if you are in a raid, and I can't see what time the lobby's at. It is a glitch, it is a visual glitch, which is super annoying. So hopefully Alan's in a raid. Or maybe best just backing out and jumping back in. Hang on. I'm so sorry if you was in that, Alan. I just couldn't see you. So just back out and jump back in, mate. Because I couldn't see you then. My lobby was completely messed up. There's an error sending Alan an invite. Hopefully you can join for a friends list. Is Alan in? Just let me know in the comments if you are in, Alan, if you can. See, my ready up button's disappeared now. What is going on with these visual glitches, man? It is ridiculously annoying. So my ready up button's completely disappeared now. What? Is Alan in? What is happening? What is going on? There's a rejoining error. Quit. Right, quit. What is going on here? Yeah, reboot the game up, Alan. I'm going to do exactly the same thing. There's so many glitches with raids at the moment. The timer disappears for people, you can't see everybody in the lobby. Sometimes your ready up button disappears like it did with me just then. There's so many glitches, and for something which they, you know, get the most amount of money from, you'd think they'd fix that straight away, but they're not doing, obviously. Right, the reload seems to have fixed it, Alan. So if you do... So the reload seems to have fixed it. Hopefully the reload's fixed yours as well, Alan. There we go. Let's ready up now. Hopefully it's okay. Let's see if this microphone works again. There we go. We may be back on the microphone as well. Now it's stopped raining, I thought I'd try it again and it seems to be working. Do let me know in the comments though if the microphone just stops working and I just don't say anything for around 5 minutes or so. Because it may have gone off and me not noticed. But yeah, that's good. At least it's working now, Alan. So a nice easy Dragonite raid, and the reason I'm mainly raiding Dragonite out of the 3 which are currently on level 3 raids, as I mentioned before, we've got Snorlax and Lapras as well as Dragonite, is mainly because of Dragonite's awesome Mega Evolution. It's had a brand new Mega, of course, released for the Gotor Kalos, and to get a shiny with a Pokopia background that we can Mega would be amazing. Now I know that's asking a lot, but we might be able to do it at some stage, you never know. So, the microphone seems to be playing up a bit. So yeah, I've taken the microphone out. This is a little bit annoying. It's not green, but it is 2699, which is around about 2 CP off a hundo, I think. I think the hundo is around 2701, 2703, something like that. So it is a 98. And it has got the background. So let's have a look at this. We've got a 98, 14, 15, 15 Dragonite. And it is with the Pokopia Celebration background as well. Look at that. That is a really, really cool background. Do let me know if you've managed to get anything decent there, Alan. Whether you got one with a background or whether it was shiny. Hopefully it was. Let me know. Got the background. Awesome. Congrats on that, mate. So yeah, there's definitely 10 CP off a hundo. That is amazing. Congrats on that. So yeah, we both ended up with decent stat background ones there, which is really, really cool. And there's so many level 3 eggs hatching around us here. We'll keep an eye out on some of these. We've got one hatching in 2 minutes where we are now. Let's get that Pokemon Go Plus Plus connected again to spin those stops for us. Yes, we'll pair it. Let's just do that quickly. And hopefully that's paired now, it is. That Combi was a Ditto. All those on the left can be Dittos now. You will not get a passing grade on reading comprehension. No, definitely not. Definitely not. So let's see what this hatches into in just a second. I've got 27 seconds until it hatches. So if it is another Dragonite, I will be jumping straight into it. Now, of course, since the new season, the only way of getting shiny boosted Pokemon are from raids and also from eggs as well. So they're definitely trying to put those shiny boosted Pokemon behind paywalls. That one is a Lapras there, so we'll be missing out on that Lapras raid. But there is a few more level 3 raids. There's one hatching in 38 minutes. There is a Zacian there. I think Alan wanted a Zacian. Are you still up for that Zacian, Alan? We can head to that now. So if anybody does want a Zacian raid, let me know in the comments. We'll head in that direction now. And if Alan is still up for it, we should be able to duo that, Alan. A Zacian. Yeah, we should be able to duo that, I'm guessing. Mainly want ground type, so he likes a Groudon. Excadrill as well is another good ground type. Garchomp. Maybe Mega Evolve one of them as well. We'll be heading to that and we'll be there in just under 5 minutes time. The Pokemon Go Plus Plus just beating me to spinning that gym there. Charmander off the incense, could be a Ditto. Let's have a look. And it's ran away. So we'll never know. We'll never know if it is a Ditto or not. Couple of low level Marals here, which could be low level Dittos. Shundo background Ditto, probably, it's probably the Shundo that's run away from me. Off the incense. Yellow hat one as well, just to make it even more annoying. So Pikachu up there. Did get a Ditto back there, 77 CP, 0 star. Squirtle. Zorua has ran away. Didn't manage to check that in time. We've got another Zorua back there. Not many Pokemon caught on the incense. a Ditto caught that. Right, so we're going to head to this station now. Make sure you're ready, Alan. I will evolve a Pokemon ready as well. Only been on there 4 hours, so we'll leave them on there. Let's Mega Evolve our best Groudon for this. We've got a couple of hundos. We've got a 98 as well, Shadow, and we've got our Shiny 93. We'll Primal Evolve that on. Ready for this. So we are now in reaching distance of it. Are you ready, Alan? We will jump straight in whenever you're ready, mate. Bulbasaur, we'll just catch him before. Still don't want to stay in. Even with an Ultra Ball, it doesn't want to stay in. It's so annoying this game at the moment. And it isn't even a Ditto. So, Zacian raid. Heading into it now. I will invite you, Alan. I'll also send 5 random invites out as well. Hopefully we can get some random invites in to help us out. I'm sure if not, we'll be able to duo it anyway, Alan. So it's actually gone with steel types. I think ground is probably going to be best against this. Don't know why it's chosen Zacian over. Oh, it's because it isn't quite a ground, is it? That's why. Steel is definitely a better one. That's my problem. I keep thinking it's the sword form, and it's not the sword form, is it? Not yet, anyway. You can change its form into the sword form, but it's not yet the sword form. So it is a fairy form, which is weak to steel, hence recommending steel. I've completely missed a boat there, haven't I? My bad. You'll want steel types for this. Yeah. I mean, Jonathan should have picked up on that. I was telling him to get ground types ready, and here's me thinking it's in its sword form and that we're going to need ground types, yet in fact it's in its fairy form and we'll need steel types. My bad. I'll take that one on the chin. We should be able to duo this. Should go down pretty easily, even if there's just 2 of us. And this will be our 3rd raid of the win-free raids task as well, so we should be able to claim all those in just a moment and have all the rewards from them. Hopefully get a shiny with a background as well. That would be amazing if we do from those research tasks. Dustmane Necrozma is just a beast when it throws that Sunsteel strike. Charge move, it takes quite a big chunk off every time, which is very, very impressive. Yeah, it's quite an easy duo, yeah, it should be. Zeromazenta is more the defense one out of the 2. Tends to be that when you have 2 legendaries like this that are very similar, one seems to be more attacking, one seems to be more defensive. It's very much the same for the likes of Latios and Latias. So you always tend to have one which is a little bit easier to duo. And we've got our Hundo Zacian out here in the sword form. So this is a form that you can change this raid boss into if you have got the energy, and it has got Behemoth Blade, which is his signature move. And again, taking huge amounts of damage off with that signature move there. Mega Metagross in the back there. Good choice by Alan. And I think it came out a little bit too late, really, Mega Metagross. They should have released it before the likes of Zacian and Zyramazenta. It would have sat at the #1 steel typing for a bit before their release. But being that it got released afterwards, it is actually below them in the steel typing. Come on, Alan, we've got this. 154 seconds left on the clock. We are past the halfway mark. We're on the halfway of the timer now. Zyramazenta back out with that Behemoth Bash. The shield form of Zyramazenta. And this is a Hundo one. You can see how the CP is around 300 lower than the Hundo Zacian. Zacian having a lot higher CP, but still, Zyramazenta definitely carries its own and does a lot of damage with that Behemoth Bash. "110 seconds left, and we are in with a Meteor Mash Metagross ourselves, level 50 Hundo one. Why do people never play Pokemon Go? I'll catch up on that comment in just a moment, Thomas. Let's just finish off this raid. 90 seconds left to go. Come on, Alan. We've got this. Some really good counters I'm seeing there on your back, Alan. So definitely pulling your own in this battle. And we're in with our Groudon now. Probably not the best counter for this, but we're going to stick with it for now. My silly mistake going into this, thinking it was the sword version of Zacian and that we'd need something that combats steel. In fact, it was steel that we needed to combat fairy, but that's my mistake. It's still going to be a case that we do it. Can we do it before we faint out though? Precipice Blades, and there we go, we have defeated it. Let me just catch up on these. Why do people never do Pokemon Go giveaways anymore? I know, yeah, they were really, really cool back in the day. I've always wanted to, Thomas. I've always wanted to start doing giveaways on the channel. If the channel gets big enough and that we can start earning money from it, then definitely I'll start putting back into the community and back into the people who have made that possible for me by doing giveaways. That's my dream goal, is to be able to do giveaways, to give something back. And we've got a shiny Zacian. Let's go. That probably means we're not going to get a shiny Ditto today, but we have managed to get a shiny Zacian on that duo with Alan. Let's go. Shiny Zacian, 2133, and the silver Pineapple, because it's a guaranteed first ball catch. And there we go, we got a 2133, it's 55 CP off a Hundo, 2188 is a Hundo CP, so hopefully Alan got close towards that. But 2133 is a 2-star, but one we could potentially lucky trade in the future, so we'll definitely tag that up as lucky trade, so we know that we can trade that one as a potential lucky trade. 2 kilometer egg, 284. Hopefully you got something good, Alan. Let me know in the comments, and we'll put a 5 kilometer egg in there. I don't know why the eggs have appeared so small. 2147, not too bad, Alan. Not too bad at all. Right, we'll catch this Pikachu. And then we'll claim the free winner raid task that we've got in to see if we've got any shiny of either Dragonite, Lapras or Snorlax. We don't know what is behind these tasks except that it's one of those three. So let's check the first one. And we've got a Lapras 1098 on the CP of this Lapras. So I don't think it's anywhere near the hundo. I think the hundo's around 1130, something like that. But it has got the background, 1098 background Lapras. Now let's have a go at the second one. We got Snorlax 1337. Again, I don't think it's too close to the hundo. I think the hundo's around the 1360 mark on Snorlax. But let's double check by catching this. Background again on the Snorlax. And again, 2-star on a background one. Let's catch a Hitmonchan first and we'll check our final one. Is it going to be a shiny from a win-free raids task? And is it going to be a Dragonite? We've had Lapras, Snorlax. Can we get a Dragonite on the final one? Let's check. And it is a Dragonite. It's 1585 off of research. And let's see what we managed to get. If it is a decent one, 1585. And if it has a background, a hundo background of Dragonite, would be so, so cool. Hey Carter, how are you? Thanks so much for joining. It has got the background. Is it any good? No, not good. Only just a 3-star, beating the 2 stars for Snorlax and Lapras that we had just before it, but it is a 3-star, so we're going to take that as a positive. But still, we had that 98 with a background from the 3-star raid that we did before, so that is definitely the highlight at the moment. And of course, we got that shiny Zacian from that duo raid with Alan Just, so that is a really, really cool one to get. Definitely one that we can lucky trade. Jonathan says, yes please, hopefully we can lucky trade that. Why couldn't our trade happen 2 weeks later? Oh well, I will definitely save you that, Jonathan, if that's what you want. That is absolutely fine. Damn, Thomas says, hi Carter, I'm great, how about you? Yeah, I'm absolutely fine, Carter, thanks very much for asking. So we've got a couple more 3-star raids hatching near us in around about 5 minutes time. We might be able to head to those. Let's just have a quick look round. So we have got a couple of Dragonites actually. Let's see where they are. There's one up there and there's one up there. Now we might just be able to do one of those, but I'm hoping to get some more win-free raid tasks in. But let's see if we can. If we do, we'll hopefully be able to fill up on win-free raid tasks before tomorrow's live stream. And when we do that live stream tomorrow, we'll be able to do some raids and hopefully be able to get a shiny on the raids or in the wild with Ditto. Tomorrow is the final day, a reminder. And of course it is Max Monday tomorrow, which Max Mondays have changed going into the season. Yesterday was the first format, the first new format of Max Monday. And instead of it being a 1-hour event, 6 PM till 7 PM on a Monday evening, it is an all-day event with the Dynamax featured Pokemon spawning on all max power spots near you for the entirety of the day. But we will be doing an hour and a half long live stream tomorrow afternoon, doing the Max Monday and also doing the Pokopia Celebration event, and that will be at 6 o'clock UK time. So in around about 23 hours from now, we'll be starting that live stream. So make sure to tune in for that, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll get notified for when we go live. So let's head down to these Pokestops and hopefully pick up some more win-free raids. We may just stick around to see what those 2 raids are across there. There's a one with 3 minutes on and one with 6 minutes on. Those could be Dragonite, which is mainly what we're after during this event. Shiny Dragonite with a background and also Ditto with a background would be really, really cool. There's also another one there with 3 minutes on. So yeah, we'll definitely stick around this area. We may go check to see what these Pokestops are around here, to see what tasks they are, and if we can stock up on those win-free raid tasks before doing any more raids. But as I mentioned before, if there is any raids that people are looking for when I'm live streaming, let me know in the comments and we will try and head to those, and I'll send invites out. If you haven't yet got me added on the game, then you can add me. Just let me know if you want to add me, and I'll put my trainer code up on the screen. And you can take a screenshot of it, you can jot it down or quickly type it into your game, and then you can add me via that. So we'll see what these raids hatch into, and then after that we won't be much longer on the live stream. So definitely make sure to subscribe to get a notification for when we're live tomorrow. Squirtle just doesn't want to stay in the ball. Probably one of the worst things of this event. No matter how many berries you use, it eventually stayed in and it wasn't even a Ditto. They've definitely done that on purpose. The Kanto starter Pokemon have always been notoriously difficult to catch. So putting Ditto behind them is just costing people loads of Pokeballs, which means they'll probably end up buying Pokeballs from a Pokemon shop, which is probably what we want to try and encourage. Hence why they've done that. And again, this little guy is notoriously difficult to catch as well, Pikachu. Just never wants to stay in the ball. So we have catch 7 water type, we'll delete that one. What is this rocket down here? Coiled and ready to strike, another poisoned one. Am I excited for Fatachu? Yeah, Gigantamax Pikachu is coming out later this month. It's going to be pretty cool, yeah. I am probably more excited about it than I was for Eevee. I wasn't so excited for Eevee. But yeah, I'm probably a bit more excited for it than that. But it's going to be pretty cool. It's obviously not able to evolve because Gigantamax Raichu isn't possible. But still, it's a very cool one to get. And it definitely reminds me of those old TCG cards where the Pikachu is a really, really chubby Pikachu. So yeah, pretty cool. It's not going to be useful for anything, it's just going to be more trying to get a shiny, and that's about it really. So yeah, probably not one I'm going to do a massive amounts of. But still, try and get the shiny and get the hell out of there. I think will be the way I'm playing that event. So that should bring up the rocket radar now. That should be the 6th encounter. $229 over CP. I don't think that's any good from what we had previously. Let's just double check. And it is a rubbish 0-star, we'll bin that straight away. So there is a rocket radar, there is a Dragonite raid as well. So very, very cool. We have got a Dragonite raid. Let's see if we can find any win-free race tasks before doing that Dragonite raid. Definitely worth trying to find those tasks just so you can sort of try and increase your odds. Let's see if we can start using a few more Pokeballs because we are running very low. I wish you a shiny background Dragonite. Thanks so much for that, Jonathan. I do hope we get one. It'll probably be rubbish stats if we do, but having one is better than not having one, right? Catch 5 Pokemon. Let's bin that off. Win 3 raids. That is awesome. Just what we wanted. Shiny 98. Probably so. Knowing my luck. It'll be that close. Spin 5 Pokestops. We can delete that Explore 1 kilometre. Score Bunny is there. Can we get a full odds shiny Score Bunny? No, we can't. Let's just stick the torch on. There we go. What is this Pokestop here? Catch 5 Pokemon. And there's 2 Dragonites here. So let's just check these Pokestops around here. And then we might be able to do both those Dragonites. There's a Lapras down there. So we will finish on these 2 Dragonites. If anybody wants to do the Dragonites with me, let me know in the comments. But these will be our last raids and last feature of the live stream. What is that research task there? We've got catch 10 Pokemon. Now let's just check these Pokestops up here. No Ditto encounter on that Drillbit. All we need to do is check these are Dittos. It's rather annoying. It's very annoying. Right, hopefully we're back. So let's do the first of the 2 Dragonites. Again, I'll just spam invites out. We can solo this though, so if nobody joins I will just be going in anyway. But I will just spam invites out just to see if anybody does want to join and help us out. But we have 2 Dragonite raids to finish on. Yeah, no worries at all, Alan. That is absolutely fine. You've joined on a couple this evening, so I appreciate that. And you did manage to get a decent shiny, a decent background Dragonite, should I say before. So that was very, very cool. So the first one of the Dragonites. Right, we'll try again. For some reason, it's doing that glitch again. So hopefully the live stream's back. I do apologise for these annoying internet issues we're having here. Yeah, went out and one back now. Thanks very much for letting me know, Alan. But yeah, it's so annoying. We were in the raid, it wasn't taking any damage, then the internet went off. It always seems to be around about this time at night. Around 7 o'clock we must do something to the mobile network around here. Whether we do a little bit of a reset or something, I'm not too sure. But definitely something affects it. We tend to have these issues around this time. But let's do the first Dragonite raid again. And as you can see, we've already used a raid pass. We'll heal our Pokemon up. And we'll go in with our 2 Kyrums. 2 Kyurem Whites, that is. This is really annoying. So the raid's now started. Or has it? Apologies for this few set of technical difficulties we're having here. It is a nightmare. As you can imagine, I am rather frustrated with it. I just don't know what is happening with the game right now. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So we're already in. We're already in the raid. Oh. Right, okay. But it seems to be working okay. Fingers crossed. I'm a bit like Mr. Mime at the moment. I'm currently outside. It's pitch black dark. And I'm a bit too scared to move in case the mobile data goes off. So I'm sort of like stuck in one position. Just don't move. It's working. Don't move. Don't do anything. Don't lift your phone up any higher than where you've got it now. It's working fine. Let's just do this raid and get the hell out of here. It's terrible at the moment. Come on. After all that effort, after all that annoyance with the mobile data, at least give me a shiny. Come on. Can we finish on a shiny? It's counting down. We've done it. The most annoying raid to date. 26:33. It's terrible. It is absolutely terrible. It screams shiny. Can we finish on a shiny? No, is the answer. No, we can't. Now, do I run the risk of doing... Come on. Let's go. While we've got signal. Let's do this. Is that? It's just so annoying when you lose signal like that. Hopefully we'll be okay now. We tend to always have signal here, so hopefully we'll be okay. The rain is coming back though. So it looks like it might be working a little bit better. So this is going to be the last feature of... But hopefully we can finish on a high. Don't know who Dragonite's attacking though. We must have dodged at some stage during the downpour or whatever, and it seems to be looking in the other direction. So yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. Come on, Dragonite. We just need you to be defeated now. And there it goes. We've defeated Dragonite. Cursed with signal issues, but we've finally managed to defeat him. Can we finish on a shiny? We can't. Can we at least get a background? No, we got a critical catcher. At least that's something positive. And we did get a background, 26.55 on the Dragonite, so not going to be brilliant. We had a 26.99 before, which was a 98 IV.